World of Warcraft's new expansion is just around the corner, but we will be feeling the impact of its updates soon when the pre-patch drops. Many add-ons are on the chopping block, and some that have not been named are being abandoned due to Blizzard's new approach. For starters, we already know that DBM nameplates and damage counter are being nuked, but worry not, as they're actually being replaced with Blizzard's own version that was revealed during the Midnight Deep Dive. How that will play out, though, is something that only time will tell, as these things are undergoing constant revisions. For example, this is an example of the new boss warning UI coming to Midnight. Add-ons will be able to stylize this display differently. So basically, customization, but nothing that interfaces with the game. Another customization option that can change the way that things are being displayed is looking at the new Midnight nameplate as shown below. Add-ons will be able to make the cast bar bigger or display it in a different way. So that brings up the question of what add-ons will survive. We can take a good educated guess which add-ons will be impacted by the new direction that Blizzard's going based on what has been implemented into the Midnight Alpha. Feedback is being taken into account greatly on the new changes, and we're already seeing some complications that players have voiced concerns about based on this one change that was made that was clarified by Blizzard. Here's the statement given to the UI developers. There are also some new rules that apply to communication while the player is in an instance. While in an instance, chat messages will be sent to Lua as secret values, and add-ons are not allowed to send communications to other players, either through add-on comms or regular chat. That's a source from Wowhead. Add-ons will no longer be able to communicate with other add-ons. What this means is an add-on like RC Loot Council will no longer be able to function because it will not be able to read the roles in chat. It will also no longer be able to communicate with players, as that has been cut off as well. In addition, any add-on that warns a player or gives an alert will no longer be allowed to do so either. Blizzard has said they're working out how to make this less restrictive with the following statement. Immediately in the first day of testing, we've seen feedback on how currently there's a complete lockdown on abilities for add-ons to parse chat and add-on comms channels while in instances. We're seeing it break add-ons that support Loot Council, break timers, and other benign communications. An example, sharing raid notes or M+ keystone information. We agree that this is starting out excessively broad, and we're going to make changes to only apply the new logic while there is an active raid encounter or a Mythic Plus run underway. Our goal will be to make it so that the tools that facilitate sharing information before and after combat won't be impacted. So this will still limit these add-ons during encounters, but not outside of the instance encounters. Basically, inside a battle, it won't work. Outside a battle, it will work. But that's such a broad term, and I don't know how that's going to be pretty much work as time goes on, because it's just a gray area. It'll be very interesting to see how it works in the future for sure. The biggest hit to the add-ons will be felt with the death of Healbot. Due to the way it operates, it won't be functioning in Midnight. Blizzard is aware that their version of the raid frames are not sufficient and have a plan to address it. So while add-ons can change the look and feel of the raid frames, that will be the extent of what they can do. This is probably the most controversial change in the add-on apocalypse, and I hope Blizzard does healers right before Midnight goes live. This has probably left you with more questions. In a sense, any add-on that interfaces with the game to do scripted actions will no longer be possible. I imagine this will also kill things like Auctioneer, and I know LBUI has already stated that they're ending development, as they don't see how it's going to possibly exist in the new mainframe that Blizzard's got going on. I feel like the only way that add-ons are going to exist in the future is they change the look and feel of them. So if you're looking at any add-on that does a button action for you, like even just automatically buying or selling something, I don't think that that's going to be an add-on that will be supported. Whatever add-ons do enable that, will have to work around it and kind of cut it out. So add-ons like console port and immersion should be fine. However, I do believe that console port will require some adjustment, as the UI spin wheel action bar might be a gray area. As I stated before, a lot of things are being worked on and being revised while the alpha goes on. If you're lucky enough to get invited to the November 11th beta, you'll be able to experience and share your feedback regarding the add-ons and help Blizzard find that sweet spot. I know this has definitely not answered all the add-ons that are on the chopping block, but hopefully you have a better idea of the direction they're heading. Let me know your thoughts. How do you feel about the add-on apocalypse, and will you be playing in the Midnight beta? Until the next time, Dreas out.